Greetings, and welcome to TV Box Stop, the channel for the best reviews in TV boxes and accessories. Today is a legendary day, because today I have the long-awaited review of the highly anticipated A95X Max Plus TV box, the tallest TV box in the industry. Coming in at 7 inches tall and 4 inches wide, it reminds me of something out of a Terminator movie. But rest assured, I will put it to the test, and let's see if it plays as mean as it looks. Stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back, and just look at the size of this box. This is by far the largest TV box package I have ever received. To the back you have some specifications. It's running on Android 9 Pie operating system. The CPU is the Amlogic S922X, which is the first generation Hexa-Core CPU. The GPU is the Mali G52. It comes with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage. It has dual-band 5 GHz Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.2, and a Somato sensory remote control. So without further ado, I will do a quick unboxing. In the box, you have the A95X Max Plus TV box itself. You get a standard infrared remote, an adaptive sensor remote control and wristband, one HDMI cable, a 12 volts 2.5 amps power adapter, and a user's manual. And now a look at its design and ports. The vertical housing is made of an aluminum alloy with chrome accents and the A95X Max Plus logo printed on the side. The top and the bottom ventilation panels are made of plastic. The stand holding up the body is also made of the same alloy. To the front, you have 2 USB 3.0 ports and 2 USB 2.0. You have a microSD card reader, an LED power light, a power button, and a large infrared sensor. To the rear, you have one HDMI port, one Ethernet LAN port, you have one audio-video port, one optical audio port, and the power input. If you remove the bottom panel, here you have access to the internal SATA expansion bay, and there's also a cutout for installing a cooling fan. So I will now set it up on my 4K TV and capture card and continue. So I'm all set. And as I boot up for the first time, I'm greeted by this motion video featuring the A95X logo for a few seconds. Then I'm taken directly to the launcher. So we are now at the home screen, and they have customized it by adding an extra panel for games that work with the included adaptive sensor control, and the optional gamepad that was not included in this purchase. An error was made by not selecting the bundle with the included gamepad, and if you'd like the gamepad included in your purchase, be sure to select the appropriate bundle before you check out. It also adds an additional cost. So the layout is the same as their previous models with horizontal scrolling panels and a shortcuts bar to the top. Each panel can be rearranged using the stock remote or the adaptive sensor remote by clicking on the OK button and rearranging the order of the shortcuts. They have included their standard one-click memory cleanup button for freeing up system resources and killing apps running in the background. They have also included a navigation bar and status bar for AirMouse users and easy multitasking. However, the status bar does not have drag-down system controls. This firmware has the following features. Under advanced settings you have 4K display resolution up to 2160p at 60 Hz. Dolby Vision, with the ability to set priority between video and graphics. HDR display settings. You have a root switch feature. Audio format output selector. Picture display settings. And CEC control settings. Under device preferences you have options for formatting external storage to shared internal storage. Sound settings for automatic digital sound formats like Dolby Atmos and DTS audio, or you can select them manually if so needed. And the rest of options are your usual system settings. In the apps section, they have pre-installed an array of system streaming and casting apps, and they have included some games to use with the included game controllers. I won't go through the entire list for the sake of time, and instead install my usual set of apps needed to complete my review. So I'm back. And to begin this segment, I will test if alternative launchers work on this box. I installed the ADW Launcher 2 alternative launcher, and it works with all features like long-click pop-up menus and drag-and-drop shortcut feature. Next, I installed a screen rotation app and could not get screen rotation to work. So if you are a user that values portrait mode, this box cannot provide that feature. I will now check to see if the box is rooted. It shows that the box is rooted, running on Android 9 operating system. This is great for users who want the freedom to install any app from the Play Store or sideloaded APKs without restrictions. You have the option to switch off root access in the advanced settings area, but you must restart the box for it to take effect. And a gentle reminder to all persons watching this video not to try to modify or update the Super User app, as it will put your box into a permanent boot loop, where only a flash of the firmware can restore it. Let's look at its system and hardware information. The manufacturer of this box is Droid, and the model is the A95X Max Plus. It comes with 4 GB of DDR4 RAM, and this is the remainder of the storage from the 64 GB after the Android installation and all the apps installed. Here you can also see the remainder of the 500 GB SATA SSD that I installed earlier. The Bluetooth version here is 4+, which indicates that the Bluetooth version is 4.0 or higher. The CPU is the Amlogic S922X CPU divided into 2 cores. A dual-core ARM Cortex-A53 running at 1.8 GHz, and a quad-core ARM Cortex-A73 running up to 1.7 GHz for a total of 6 cores, on a 64-bit instruction set running in 32-bit mode. The box has support for only 32-bit ABIs, allowing it to run only 32-bit applications. The GPU is the dual-core ARM Mali G52 graphics processor, with a refresh rate of 60 Hz and OpenGL-ES 3.2 support, which is great for gaming. Under network information, it shows that the box has dual-band 2.4 and 5 GHz Wi-Fi support. The Android information shows that the operating system is Android 9 Pie, and it also shows that the box is rooted. Under thermal information, it shows that the box is running between 40 to 55 degrees Celsius under an air-conditioned room temperature, and this can rise up to 65 degrees under heavy activity. The box has codecs for playing 4K videos like HEVC, H.264 and VP9 decoding, and a couple of others all needed for the playback of 4K media. And that's it for system and hardware information, and I now move on to some benchmarks. To start the benchmark segment, I first have the results of the RAM copy speed and the internal storage read and write speeds. The A95X Max Plus has a RAM copy speed of 5,692 MB per second. The internal storage has a read speed of 81 MB per second and a write speed of 77. These scores from my recollection are a bit lower than recent models sporting the same CPU, and we will see how it measures up on the rank chart. Next, I have the results of the Wi-Fi speed test. The results showed the 5 GHz hitting the maximum speed of my internet package of 100 megabytes. The 2.4 averaged around 53 megabits per second, but there seemed to be an issue with the LAN port, resulting in very low download speeds, but the uploads seem unaffected. I will have to contact the agents to see if there's a fix to this issue. Next, I have the results of the Antutu benchmark. The new A95X Max Plus got a score of 108,291. This score is a high score, enough to place it in the top 10, and in just a second we will see how high it ranks on the chart. In the Geekbench 4 CPU benchmark, the box got a score of 1,164 single-core, and 3,201 multi-core. The scores here are slightly lower than similar models, and the scores reflects the lower clock speed applied to the CPU in this box. The final results are the Ice Storm Extreme and the Slingshot GPU graphics benchmark. The A95X Max Plus is too powerful for the Ice Storm Extreme test, so it maxed out on that score. And in the Slingshot test, it scored 1,502. This score is a good score for gaming, and now let's see how it ranks on my chart. So the results are in. And the A95X Max Plus took position number 6 on the chart in reference to Antutu scores, ranking it among the top 10 TV boxes for 2019. I was expecting it to rank higher, but despite all the hype during the pre-launch, the figures don't lie. This chart is available in full spreadsheet format on my website, where you can fully interact with it, and compare scores. See the link in the description area. So to start testing its entertainment features, I will start with streaming. For users of Netflix, Amazon Prime Video and other paid premium streaming services, the A95X Max Plus can only play them in standard 480p quality, due to the lack of required Google Widevine DRM support. The Android TV version of YouTube comes pre-installed, and it plays videos up to 4K quality. If you prefer the Smart TV version, it also plays in 4K quality. The Cast Play for TV works really well. It allows you to use your mobile phone as an air mouse or D-pad controller. If you like casting your mobile device to your TV box, the Max Plus comes pre-installed with the AirScreen app. Here I am casting my mobile phone using Miracast and the AirScreen app. You can also download the AirScreen app from the Google Play Store for free. I will now play some 4K video samples from my playlist.
and only a win for Barca would be enough, because it would give them the same number of points. As that looks to me as though Costa is the ball back into the pitch, and the half-time whistle had gone. The second half gets underway. Atletico attacking the two teams playing here in the Camp Nou. Jeers as a Barca player goes down off the post from David Villa. But if Luis puts it back in, what an amazing start to the second half. It's Alexis who went down.
Juries, executioners, judges.
Welcome to the inside of your head.
The samples played okay in HDR format, and videos with Dolby ATMOS and DTS audio also played okay. I will now test for Dolby ATMOS, DTS audio, and THX audio output.
Juries, executioners, judges.
Welcome to the inside of your head.
So this proves that the Max Plus has Dolby Digital and DTS surround sound features. So the final segment is all about storage and gaming, the top features of this box. The Max Plus comes with an adaptive sensor remote, similar to a Wii controller that allows you to actively control the game with movements of your entire arms, allowing you to have fun and exercise at the same time. But that's not all. The controller is a fully functional wireless air mouse that you can use to control the box with volume controls and a direction pad. The box comes with a special platform for the controller called Action Games, where you can find some games that you can use with the adaptive controller. For adding more storage to the box, the Max Plus comes with a SATA expansion bay to facilitate a 2.5mm SATA hard drive or SSD up to 2 TB. I already installed a 500GB SSD into the expansion bay, and I will now convert it to shared internal storage. So seeing that I didn't purchase the bundle with the remote, I will connect my own remote to the box and play some regular Android games.
Using first aid kit now. I need 556. Over here! Enemy down.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Using adrenaline shot now.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Engaging the enemies. 4X tactical scope here. Enemy down.
It's looking good, this move. Opportunity here, what a chance! Well, he didn't really trouble the keeper, and it was with his weaker foot, Alan. Well, it was. Played forward with got to be, and the shots. Here's the shot, and they managed to score here. Well, they're still trailing, and they need to do something now if they want to get back into this game. Maybe some fresh legs will do the trick. And he heads it for goal. Great header, great goal!
so the games ran okay and the rendering was of a high quality. I also installed some keymapping apps and they all worked great. In summary, even though it didn't clock the highest benchmarks in the industry, it provides some cool features missing in other TV boxes. Firstly, the design provides the best heat management in the industry, with the option to install an internal cooling fan. The inclusion of an internal storage expansion bay provides the user with the option of expanding their internal storage with a SATA hard drive or SSD up to 2 TB. It's built using the latest hardware, sporting 4 USB ports and an optical audio port. In the appropriate bundle it comes with 2 gaming controllers, one of which is an adaptive sensor gaming controller. On the flip side, it doesn't have the required Google Widevine DRM support for Netflix and Amazon Prime to play up to 4K quality. Screen rotation does not work. And there is possibly a firmware update needed to fix the very low LAN speeds I got during the speed test. So this brings to an end another successful TV box review. The developers of the A95X brand continues to deliver great TV boxes to their fans, and this is another great TV box they have added to their lineup. This model was provided by geekbuying.com, who has provided an exclusive 16% discount with the included coupon, provided that you use the special link in the description area of this video or on my website. For more information see the coupon and link in the description area.